Well, well, well. What it be, what it do, what it is. Hey, hi, hello, I'm Ryan. Sound a little different? Yeah, I know. Got my microphone back. However, there's no guarantee it'll stay on. I was testing and testing and testing it all day. As soon as I signed on to go live, it just would not work. It kept saying not recognizing the USB. Oh my lord. So if I go in and out talking, that's just what it's gonna. That's just it is what it is. I give up. I give up. I definitely give up. So yeah, I'm your movie trailer until 7:20. Once 7:20 hit, of course, we're gonna do our 10 on, 10 off. Um, However, today I am not gonna be writing per se. I am mostly going to be what's today's day 8. Today's day 8. I'm mostly going to I have a I'm going back to a novel that I wrote. Um and just I just wrote it. It's at 60,000 words. I just wrote it and didn't look at it after that, and it's been like over 8 months. So I figured today I'll go ahead and look over it. Since I don't feel like writing, I'm at a block. Maybe because I'm so stressed out about this microphone thing, this streaming thing. It's really stressed me the fuck out. I'm telling you. It really has. Look at this. See, I can't even get the microphone straight. Now I'm afraid to move the cards. Afraid to move the cards. If I move the cards, it might go out again. Because it's. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't do that. Because it's rigged, right? It's rigged up in there somewhere. But anyway, I'll get this shit done. I'll get this shit done. I know I keep saying that one day I'll get this shit done, but yeah, one day I'll get this shit done. And you wouldn't have to worry about me saying, oh my God, why is it not working? What's happening? What is it doing? Because, yeah. Um, yeah. So, why is that? So, am I live? Am I live? Yeah. I've been live for 16 minutes. So, why aren't you live? Let's go. Let's see. Are you? Oh, there it is. It was thinking for a moment. Um, yeah. So, what movie trailer I am today? So, I am like I don't know, the boring. I'm always gonna be the boring movie trailer, but it still ends at 7:20. So you just have to stare at me for a moment. Great, But I am really excited to have my microphone back because I feel so comfortable with the microphone. I feel like I'm a legit podcaster and streamer with the microphone. I would show you, but I don't want to move the camera and I don't want to move the mic because I know once I do, it's going to say the USB is not being read or something is going to go out. Oh my God, the camera wasn't working earlier today either. It's been a hell of a day, I'm telling you. So we're just gonna keep it going like that, right? Um, yeah. Look at that. Movie trailer almost over. One more minute. You know what? I might actually no what? Oh, there it is. I guess the movie trailer tried to the machine tried to get the movie trailer over quick. It's going in and out. I can hear it. Okay, well, let's get started before it goes out on me again. I'm gonna pause it anyway. Or I'm gonna turn it back off. All right, 10 minutes on, 5 minutes off. I'm guessing about 8 o'clock today. All right, here we go. All right. 5 minutes. We got a 5 minutes. I don't know why I never have the the clock up. But I am just all over the fucking place all the goddamn gone time. Like what the hell, you know? Right, 5 minutes. Just know we start again at 7:30. But yeah, I'm sitting up here trying to get my I wanted to get some more different, music. But it doesn't seem like it's happening with me getting different music. I thought I saved it, but then I know I saved it, but it was to the other computer, and I don't think I didn't save it to my Google Drive to transfer over. I think I found it. I'm not sure. I think this is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah. So you know what? Let me bring this over. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I hate when people smack in my ear, so I know I know what it's like to hear that smacking noise. Okay, let's put that there. So I hope um we're all making progress with everything. Not just see. Is this gonna go out on me again? Hello. Is it going in and out? Probably. I can't hear it. My monitor is not monitoring because no one wants to monitor me anymore. I don't know why. It's so crazy. It's like the easiest damn job to do is to monitor me. Like, God, I'm not going anywhere. You know? But whatever. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let me find this other slurry. Because I also forgot to bring over. Yes, I did. To bring over to figure out how to get the software I had with my stories on it. I had a mini, like I said yesterday, I had a mini heart attack and almost fainted. But my other computer still comes on. It's just I have no screen, so I have to use like um I have to use like the shit monitor. So yeah, that's how that goes. But even still, I have some things that I've written before that I could just look over that's already in my Google Drive. I don't have to go to that other software thing. But it would be nice because I really wanted to look over it again since it's been like 8 months since I last. Was it been 8 months or a year? Shit, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. But it's been a minute. I think it's 8 months. I am not sure. What? What? This year's 2025, right? November. Yeah. Whatever. So yeah, and I think I might bring that one to like 90,000. I was debating whether to do it at 75 to 80. I think I might bring it to 90. So in other words, I need to write at least 110 so I could skim off on most of it because you know. All right. So we got 1 second. Oh yep, there it is. All right, here we go. Is it working? Oh, there it is. It's working. It's working. All right, still working. That's great. Is the music too loud? I don't know. All right, let's try this. All right, let's try. All right, 3 minutes left. Um, so I saw one time on because I follow a lot of YouTube author tubers. Um, sorry to say, I really don't do TikTok. I I signed up for TikTok maybe a few months ago. Could have been a couple of weeks ago. I don't know. Fuck it. And it's like I tried. It's like I flipped through. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to look at this. It's not. I don't know. I think it kills my attention span. I already have a fucked up attention span. And looking through, scrolling through TikTok, and I stop on one thing. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it's like, oh, do I have to keep going? Like, oh my god, when does it end? It never ends. So I'm like, I'm gonna stick to my YouTube because I could pretty much just, you know, go to the shorts feature and like, oh, okay, this is shorts. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my long video feature, because I'm trying to find something anyway. Because YouTube is Google and Google is Alphabet and it's a search engine. So whenever I'm looking for something, on my phone at least, on my tablet, on my computer at least, YouTube always pops up first. I know some people say that TikTok pops up for them, but I don't really have TikTok. Maybe that's why. But YouTube videos pop up for me, which is great because I love it. Yeah, I love YouTube. You hear that, YouTube? Please send people to see my videos, please. Oh my god. Well, anyway, yeah. So I heard from an author tuber who said that she heard from someone else, but she tried it. She put her unfinished, like her first draft book, into book form. Like she put it into the system, like on Amazon. I think she did it on Amazon or Ingram Spark. I think she did, and she put it in the book form, like it's a finished book, and she sent it to herself, and she edited it from there. And when I was looking at it, I'm like, oh my god, that does seem like it would work for me because I when I do edit, I have to have a hard copy. I mean, if you've seen my earlier, if you see my first stream a couple of weeks ago, that I like hard copies, right? So when I'm doing hard copies, I write on it and I make notes and stuff like that and cross off and things like that. And then, I put that into the system. And then if my grammar is still wrong, I correct it. But I think putting it into the book form would be awesome sauce. I think it would be great to do it that way. And it might work for me. So I'm gonna try it. So I might take this book that I did do at 60,000 and put it in the book form and edit it from there and just do it from there. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully it does. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is this thing on? Oh, look at that. It worked again. Is this thing on? How was that? How was that? How was that? You know, I came up with something in my head that I was going to say, and I totally forgot. Oh, I have new messages. I'm just seeing. Okay. I don't know what that is. Oh. And hi to you guys too. I think they're bots, but I'll speak to it anyway. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I mean I could just I don't know what that was. I mean, hey, do I get like the views? That'd be great if I get the views. That'd be wonderful if I got those views, you know? But anyway, so that was session 3. We're gonna go to session. Wait, what is that session 3? What was that session 2? I don't know what session that was. I put up 3. Okay, so 7:20. 7:20 to 7:30 is 1:45. And 35 to 45. 7:50. Yeah, that was session 3. Man, I had something to say that I was going to do about my story, and I cannot remember what the hell I was going to say. I should have written it down when I thought about it. So I'll have it as a talking point to say it, and I sure didn't do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's my bad. That's all right. Yeah. So I do want to change something, but I don't know how to do it. Maybe I'll do it in a no. How about let's see. I don't know if that makes sense though. That's probably don't make sense. I don't know. Let's keep it moving, right? Try to do all this extravagant stuff. That's my problem. I always try to do extravagant stuff, like just like one step at a time, you know. And sometimes I just forget to do the small steps first, and just try to get to the big picture. I always see the big picture before anything. Just like with my stories, I always see the ending of the story before I see the beginning. It's crazy. But what was I going to say? Oh, how I label things. Oh, so well, I got a minute, so I'll say I'm gonna write that down when I get to the session. So it's gonna be session 4. So let's see. Let's change this. 4. I am still gung ho on playing a video game today. Every time I play, that's why I play it after everything to make sure, because it crashes my computer and it boots me off streaming every time I try. But I'm gonna try the Xbox one. It's a Xbox Cloud or whatever you want to say. I guess I can get that version instead of pulling out the PlayStation. I'm saying pulling out the PlayStation like I have a PlayStation instead of getting a PlayStation. Because I'm gonna stick to just having my computer as my computer. But all right, ready? Let's go. Well, all right. I feel like I don't know. Well, all right. Well, all right, all right, all right. Matthew McConaughey. Yeah. So, would it be what it do? What we gonna do now? What we gonna do now? Going off on a tangent. Yeah. So I did say I was gonna write something down, right? To have a talking point. I got distracted. That's crazy though. Okay, so I'm not okay. I think I have it though. I might not articulate it very well, but this is what I'm trying to say. So I'm not a list person, but I make lists. No, let me rephrase that. I am not a list person. However, when I'm putting things on the computer, I have to label everything pretty much. So, like if I'm putting songs on here, I have to label it, the date and all that stuff like that, like where I got it from. Look at this long old line of with the item is on the computer, because it's just easier to find. Because I could just do a search in the computer and I find it. And I found that it was very helpful when I went to film school, and we had to do our editing. Most of our editing was labeling. I can't remember the term we used, but it was like labeling the scenes. And I was like, oh, I normally do this anyway, because I do come from a financial background, and it's like I had to everything had to have a place, in a label. So all my stuff in my computer is labeled. So when I have when I freak out about losing something, it's because it's not there. It literally isn't there because I label everything. And if I can't find it in search, then I do not have it anymore. I probably deleted it, or I just didn't move over from my other computer. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring. That's the little tidbit or talking point I wanted to bring up, because I'm now freaking out. I really do need to go back to my old computer, which is a hassle, because I'm afraid now I have to unplug all this shit that have all in order. Some of the cords are in order. I have the shit in order. Now I gotta unplug shit to plug my other computer back up, and to get those files off from there, to put it in the cloud. But I don't even think I have the key, the software key, whatever you want to call it, to the software that I had my stories on. I don't know where the key is. So even if I download it to the new computer, I don't even know how to get back on it. It seems like I have to purchase it again. But which it's okay, I guess. No, I'm gonna be out $60. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have the stories. I have let's make this make sense. I have the stories on this computer, right? It's labeled. Everything's labeled. But I don't have the software to open the file. Or I should say, I have the files on this computer, but I don't have the software to open the file. I will have to purchase the software again, but I'm hoping if I do purchase that software again, that the file will automatically open. Like, if you have Word on one computer and you transfer to another computer, and you put Word on the new computer, but you can use that key, right? But what if you don't have the key to the one you purchased from the previous computer? It's just hypothetical, because we didn't have cloud back then when you got Microsoft on your computer. So just hypothetically, and talking in past tense, when you transferred, I wonder. I never. Okay, we're not gonna do any more sessions today. I'm talking right now. It's 8:20 anyway. It's my time. So I'm wondering if I get the new software, like if I purchase the new software, which is the updated software, will it open my old files? Will it open my files that I had previous, that I have on my computer? That makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. I don't know why it doesn't make sense in my head. It should, right? It's the same. It's the same system that did the file, so it should open, even if it's a new version, right? I mean, I know I can't open like Word documents from Windows 97 or Windows XP, right? Because they don't even update that thing anymore. But I'm just wondering. I'll have an answer soon. I know I'm just being lazy. I could easily just look it up, right? I don't know. Humbug. I don't know why I said that. It's not even Christmas. But oh my God, speaking of Christmas, do you all realize? It is the 7th month. No, I'm sorry. It is almost the 7th month of this year. It feels like we just got into 2025, and it feels like I haven't even gotten started with what I wanted to accomplish this year. So I'm feeling behind, but I guess I said to myself before that I would never make plans, which I often did not. However, it's like I started making plans, and it's like I feel even worse that I don't accomplish them. So it's like now I don't want to make plans anymore. I just don't want to do it. So I did anyway this year, and now I feel like shit because I'm not even nearly starting on the things I want to do. I mean, hell, I didn't know that getting on stream on the computer. Okay, so last year I tried streaming on my phone. Right, it's like I used that software Prism, I think it is. It was a time, yeah, but I had my laptop, and it was just easier to have like the Prism on my phone with my little avatar or whatever, talking avatar, right? It was simple. I did it for like 4 times, and it was okay. But then I got like, man, I can't. The phone was kind of annoying. It was like everything was too small. So a couple of weeks ago, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this back up. It was kind of fun, but it was challenging, but it wasn't as hard. Now that I have a system in front of me I have all these damn options and have all these damn options and buttons and all this crap on here. It's confusing, to say the least. But yeah, it's not a spreadsheet. you know, I just don't. It's like I want to press buttons. Like right now, I want to press this button, but I'm not sure if it would have boot me off because my computer also is not as great with Streamlabs. I tried every configuration people said. I went to YouTube, Google. I even used the AI thing, the chat thing, the Chat GPT. I haven't tried. You know what? I haven't tried. I think it's called Manus, Manus. Let's see what he got. Let's see what you're working with. I want to see what he's working with. It answered it. I found that Manus is more like ChatGPT. You ask the question and it answers you, right? But I find that Manus, I know I'm mispronouncing it. Manus. It actually researches, and you can see on the sidebar like when you put the question or whatever in there, it's searching, and it's researching, and it's like coming up with percentages and is analyzing everything that's open, I should say. Like anything that's closed, like private websites and all that stuff, of course, it's not going to go in there, but it's like all the open stuff that's like free to look at. And I found it like really cool to view that. Like, oh, it's actually in real time, it's looking, it's searching, it's trying to find the best answer. Whereas I find Chat GPT is like, oh, hey, this is the answer. Here you go about your business. I don't know. Perception, I guess. I don't know. But we're gonna try this. I'm gonna ask this bitch, how the fuck to get did my computer configured the best way. So let me hold on. I don't want you to hear me clacking because my keyboard is really loud. So hold on. All right, y'all. It's thinking. It's thinking. I wanted to make sure it was correct, so I actually put in like the actual computer name. I had to look up the computer like to get all the specs of the computer to make sure that then it knows what I'm asking. All right, still thinking. Well, that's really cool though. It's in its researching and analyzing, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do something else while it's doing that. Give it some time. You know how you look at. You know how you look over your someone. You look over your coworker or your boss look over you, and or you look over people who work for you, and things don't get done correctly because it's like, why are you looking at me? You're making me nervous. Stop looking at me while I'm doing what I'm trying to do. So I don't want man to make it seem like he can't do his job while I'm staring at him. Or do something else while he works on that. He better give me a good answer. I know that much. He needs to give me a good fucking answer because I'm tired of my computer flying off on the jets. These things have better fans, better engines than the fucking jet engine. Let's see. I'm a peek. Yeah, no, he's still thinking. All right. I sometimes get a laugh out of myself. I don't know why, and just whatever, just I'm self-aware. I'm really self-aware. I know that I'm awkward. I'm sometimes I get lost in my head, so I space out. Other times, like people think I'm mean, but it's like I'm literally like don't have time, or like my time at that time is like I don't have that much time to talk to you right now. So it's like hurry up, come on, let's go. I can't, get to the point. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a conversation, yeah, with my close friends, but anyone else is like, okay, yep, what do you need? Okay, all right. I don't think that's mean. I just think that's we all have our thing, right? So time is my thing. I think my time is very precious. And I know that I'm sitting here lollygagging because the time I have to spend on here, it has to be that much of time, right? I mean, if I could get to the point like really quickly and my microphone actually sounds better. If I could get to the point real quick, and still get my point across on here, we sit on here. We sit on here and we talk and yap, and I know that we is my music still on? Yeah, it's still there. Was it loud? I don't want it to be too loud because that drawing out people's thing or whatever. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I we get on here to talk to people, right? And I get it. I want to talk to you guys. I mean, I'm talking. And it's like you're yapping because you're trying to stretch out the time, right? It's like me, like right now, like So the writing the writing sessions, like the challenge I'm doing is technically an hour a day, right? I wanted to do like 10 minutes, 10 off, 10 minutes on, 5 minutes off sessions. So my writing challenge is just to write an hour a day. I think I should have made that clear or made that. I didn't say that. I was just like, oh, let's just do a writing challenge. I'm going to do a 30-day writing challenge, And I should have made that very clear. My writing challenge is to write something, not to get to a certain Okay, so I want to do 50,000. However, that is not my main focus. My main focus is to write for 30 days for an hour, at least an hour. If I get more than an hour, that's great. If I go more than an hour, but an hour a day is what is my 30-day goal. So I'm on day 8 and I've written for an hour today. And that's great. So if I hit my 50,000 words within this 30 days with an hour a day or more a day, depends on how long I write or how much I'm into it, then that would be great. I would love to do that. I know in the beginning I was like, didn't make that clear. I was like 50,000. I wrote 50,000 before so I can do it again, but I was really trying to focus on just writing an hour a day. And I think I'm gonna put that in. I should put that in the description. Let me write that down because I'm gonna forget that too. But let me put that in Google Docs. It's easier for me to label. It's easy for me to label that on Google Docs so I can go back to it. Because you know me, like I said before, I have to label everything. But it's a good thing to label everything because everything has a place, right? Right. So I think I am just so afraid to move these wires. I need to move the microphone because the wire is a little short the way it is. But if I'm just afraid that if I move it too much, it might go off on me. It might just die, you know. But yeah. Let me get this Google Doc before I forget. That should make the changes in the description. And I'm gonna put you guys on hold for a second because you know I'm like you like I don't want you to hear the clackety clack. It's gonna be loud because I love my clackety clack typewriter computer keyboard. I love it, but it doesn't sound great online. So hold on. All right. But I did this hold on, let me take this off for a second. And let me get you my screen. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yikes. Okay. Like this. Um, well, that's not what I want either. y'all can tell I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so I want to. Oh my god. Okay, is it a display capture? I think it's display. Or you know what? Can I do like Can I do like let's see. Okay, so it's a challenge I do. It's a challenge I do. She just started because NaNoWriMo, they did away with it, which I was kind of sad. Which is it's kind of sad. I signed up for NaNoWriMo back in like 2012, right? I was like, okay, I got all this stuff that I have in my head. I got all these notes. I got all this stuff written down. I'm gonna challenge myself, and I found the website and from YouTube, everything from YouTube, right? And I signed up in 2012. I finally decided to, okay, you know what? After years of like just fucking doing nothing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sign up for a challenge. And I signed up, and of course, I didn't win that year. It took me 12 years from 2012 to 2024. It took me 12 years. I'm sorry. Yeah, 2023. It took me 12 years to actually win a challenge on NaNoWriMo. I finally got those 50,000 words. I was like, oh, so this is what it feels. This is what it feels like. 1,600 words sounds. 50,000 words sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot until you really get down to it. You know, you break it down. It's like, okay, 50,000, 1,600 words a day, right? If you're a fast writer, you can get more than that. If you're like once you get into a groove writer, you get more than that. Like some days I wouldn't even write, but some days I would have like 2,000-3,000 day words, word days. I'm sorry, or 5,000 word day, and then I wouldn't write for like a week, and then I would go back to it and just write. And I really don't. It was. I'm not gonna say it wasn't challenging. It was because it's like, oh my god, I didn't write today, or I didn't write today. I didn't write today. You know, I was saying that to myself, like, oh my god, it's been 5 days. I haven't written anything, and then I just started, and I just sat down and said, okay, I need to write this because I want to win this challenge, and I did. So I sat there and I wrote that 50,000 words in that month, and I was so ecstatic. It's like it took me so many years to actually win that 50,000 thing. And then 2024, I really didn't sign up for NaNoWriMo. I just did it on my own, and I follow this lady called Sarah Cannon. She's Heart Breathings. She's on YouTube, and she has her own challenge. It's called like the Rough Draft Challenge, and I'm trying to get to it. And she broke it down of how you do your writing sprints and stuff. And she has writing sprints on her YouTube that she does. I don't know if she does it every day, but let's see, Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's oh wow, there's a writing sprint every day on YouTube from different people that she has a list of on her website. And I wonder if I can put this into here, and if that is what shows to you guys. Because I don't want to be showing y'all my I want to be showing my stuff on my computer. Oh, there it is. Now, is it gonna change? But so that's the one. That's her. She has. Wait, what's that? Does it move? It doesn't move with me. Well, ain't that some shit? Well, that's not gonna work either, guys. What the fuck? What the actual? I just need another monitor because I don't want you guys to see my screen. Like, that's so embarrassing, you know? Okay, so monitor, capture screen. So which one is it though? Window, shares a specific window. So how do I? Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't let me. Windows. Okay. Is that it? Oh. Word. Okay, so that's her, right? Let me see. Does it work with me? Does it move with me? See how my shit is showing up. I gotta take that off. You guys can't be looking at my stuff. Look at when I'm writing and shit. So it does. In my it worked. You learn something new every day, and what did I say? Learning. It was what is it? The more you know. Or my favorite line is like I said before. No, never mind. I don't feel like aging myself again today. I'm not gonna age myself. No. But I gotta say it. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. I'm sorry. Now I want to go fucking watch it. Now I want to go back. Now I want to go back and watch fucking Now I just want to go back to the 80s. That's all I want to do. I want to go back to the 80s. I fucking love the 80s. Okay, I was an 80s kid. I was an 80s kid. It was fun. It was fun. And I'm trying to find, what was I doing? You guys probably see me scrolling up and down on my oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, this is what I'm saying. Okay, so it's Heart Breathings. Her name is Sarah Cannon, and I do her rough draft thing. Her rough draft challenge. She had it in April. It's her challenge is rough draft. Like, it's, you can set it for however many days, or where is it actually? You can set it for however many days, or I'm sorry, however challenge you want. And I wonder if she has it on here. I hope it's okay for me to show her website. She does a lot of challenges for. She's written a lot of books. Like, she's written a lot of books and post, and she sells a lot on Amazon. But she's versus a successful indie author on Amazon. So, let's see. It's not here. So I think I'm gonna have to go to don't be looking at my screen. Don't be looking at my screen. Oh my god, oh my god. I don't like that at all. Y'all can't be looking at my screen like that. See, maybe. Let's just close that. What? No way. No way. I was wondering what happened to him. Hold on. That's not what I want. Well, maybe that is what I want. Let's go back. That's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, let's see. Now, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. So, I want to put. Oh, there we go. All right. Still looking at my shit though. Hate that. All right, so right here. Omni is back, y'all. I don't know if you guys watch him or not, but he's back. I was wondering where he's with. I don't know how long it's been, but it's like he didn't post for like a week, because you normally post like the news on like 3 days a week or something like that, or every night, something like that. And I used to watch him a lot. I used to like just play it while I'm driving to work, like the previous episode, like the nights before episode. And it's like I hadn't seen him in a while, so I just stopped looking for it. But he's back, and he posted this 2 hours ago. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to go watch his show. All right. Ooh, okay. I know I talked about K-pop before, and before. Have you guys seen The Glory? Oh wait, I know something's wrong. Hold on. Music. Oh no. God dang it. They are going to fuck. Goddamn copyright music. Anyway, this is The Glory, and I thought this K drama was absolutely amazing. I mean, oh my god, it brought up all the issues of I don't know if I can say that word either because of YouTube. But it brought up a lot of stuff. in that show. So if you want to see what I'm talking about, it's called The Glory, and it's a Korean drama that came out 2 years ago, and it's really fucking good. Yeah, one of the good ones. So I was on here looking. Oh, you're not gonna get on that one. So I was actually on here looking for some scary shit, and I didn't find it. So let's put in like hold on, y'all. But yeah, that's a really good show if you want to watch a drama. I always start people off with in K dramas. I always start people off with Coffee Prince. It's a it's a romantic comedy, and I slowly. The reason why I do that is because of this. It introduces you to all of the tropes. It introduces you to Korean television culture, not their actual something. Yeah, the show shows their culture, but I don't 100% put my trust in television culture of of a group of people. So what I'm saying is some of the culture, yes, is shown in the show, but it's the television culture of South Korea, the way they process and how they do their television shows. And I think Coffee Prince is a good start because you will have all the tropes in there. You will have the fake relationship trope. You will have the um the trope of not knowing who if you will have the I don't know if I can say this word either. It's not their just watch it, okay? Just watch it. Um Also one of the men in there, he plays the older cousin. He was an excellent actor. And I say was because he did pass away in 2023 over something very, very stupid. There were two women who harassed this man, and he decided to um not be here anymore. And I fucking hate that. He was a really good anyway, not getting into that. But anyway, and another actor that was in there, that's in there, he passed away right after the show. I think he passed away like a year after the show premiered, from a motorcycle accident. But anyway, Coffee Prince, start with that one. Like I said, it's a cultural a television culture is rich in television culture. Watch that. Um, and then I would say the next one, maybe like if you want to go darker. So Coffee Prince is a light romantic comedy, right? But if you want to go darker or serious, I'm not gonna recommend the melodrama to you guys if you haven't started yet, but because like I said, melodramas, you're gonna have the trope of sick, as in like illnesses and deaths everywhere. Like everybody fucking dies. I don't wanna I wanna get you into it first. I wanna get you into it first, then you'll find out if you like that and stuff like that. But Coffee Prince, start off with Coffee Prince. I'm trying to think of a heavy one that doesn't have necessarily like it's a it's not like a melodrama, but it's like a thriller or maybe Masters. No, I think that one would be a little too. I mean, it's about the paranormal. It's still it's a romantic comedy, quote unquote, because it is, but it also has like supernatural stuff in it. So it's like a romantic fantasy comedy. It's good. But if you want to go dark, but not as if you want to go heavy, but not with the melodrama, deaths, and all this stuff like that. You can watch. Um, it's I think it's Remember Me, or I think they go by because they have different names. Like some people who translate says monster. Um, it's no, not monster. That's the other one. It's I think it's Remember Me, but it's translated. Some people used another name. Um, and there's another one. Oh my God, how many Remember Me's are there? Jesus Christ. Um, hold on. Let me just put his name in there. Let's go on. Hello Monster. I could not get the name of that fucking show. Okay, so it's Hello Monster, right? That's if you want to go um so I was right. Okay. So translation. There's two translations. There's two names to it, right? You can either find it by Hello Monster or I Remember Me or I Remember You. I Remember You or Hello Monster. It's the same thing. Okay. So you can find it under either one. If you go on Viki, I believe it's under I Remember You and not Monster and not Hello Monster, I think. But that's a good one. So Coffee Prince and then Hello Monster or I Remember You, right? Those are two good ones. And then if you want to go to like melodrama, or I'm sorry, you can go to Netflix and watch Vincenzo. I can never pronounce the damn name of the show. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up for you. Let's see. Hello Monster. So okay, so Hello Monster. All right, and then I can't pronounce the name. Here it is. All right, so this is okay. So this is it right here. So that's Hello Monster, right? Or I Remember You. The show. It's really good. Park Bo Gum is in it, and um, So in Guk and Jung Nara, she's in it. So she's a good actress. I love her. She's a good actor, and Park Bo Gum is a good actor, and So in Guk is a good actor, of course. And then the other one is this one. It's on Netflix. It's really cute. It's good. It's really good. Oh, okay, Taecyeon. He's actually he's Korean, but he actually lived in America for a while. So he was an American citizen, but he gave up his American citizenship to um, join the South Korean military because he felt it was his duty to do that because he's a popular K-pop star. He's a part of the group 2PM. Um, they were the same company as Got7. Were they? Hold on. I only know my people. Let's see, 2PM. 2PM. K-pop. Let's see. JYP, right? JYP, and who was a part of JYP? You had 2 p.m., 2 a.m. I knew those two. Um, uh, oh yeah, it's ITZY. They have. Oh shit! I didn't mean to click on that. I was looking at the names on here. Um, let's see. Uh, I wanted to see the older. Okay, so that's what they have. Like Day Six, Boy Story, Stray Kids. They they're part of Stray Kids. So 2 p.m. came out years ago. Like that's the OG of JYP, right? That's the OG. One of the OGs. And then Day Six came out, and then you have them. Just trying to hear you. Kick. That must be somebody new. Well, anyway, I am drawing a blank here. Were they a part of? That's not true. God Seven did not disband. They just left the organization. Who wrote that? Okay, they were JYP. Okay, so God Seven was along with 2 p.m. Right. So as you can see, God Seven came out in 2014. Oh, one of the JY shit God Seven members is Chinese. Jackson is Chinese. Bam Bam is Thai, and Mark is American. He's from California, and they're pretty big. They're they're pretty big. So yeah. So the OGs like got seven. You got 2 p.m. But that's neither here nor there. I was talking about OK Tech. Yeah. What show that was? It was Vincent. Shit. I can't even spell. Look, if I put K drama in there, it'll automatically pop up what I'm trying to say. Well, anyway, OK Taekyon. I was bringing him up because he actually tested his chops in K drama land, and I wasn't really a fan of him, but he's a good actor, right? He's a good actor. He's cool. It's fine. But it's like I wasn't running to the shows that he was in, if that makes sense, right? But he really tested his chops in Vincenzo. He played a bad guy, which which was quite awesome because normally he would play in the romantic comedies as the good guy, but he actually played the villain in this one, and it was. Did I give too much away? I think I. Sorry, sorry. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Oh my god, I am so sorry. So if anyone heard that, oh my god. But anyway, so yeah, he tested his chops on that. Um, so I don't know what I've been doing, y'all. Um, I've just been roaming around the internet, just looking and stuff like that, and trying to find scary stuff and stuff like that. It's like I figured, oh, that's scary. I figured, everybody has like the same compilations. It's like nothing's new. It's like I've seen most of these, and I'm starting to realize that people are just regurgitating clips from other people as well. So I was like, I wish I could reach out to like a true crime, um, reach out to a true crime channel. It was like, hey, can I react to your video? Because I just don't want to have any copyright things on my. I already got copyright warning. Not a warning, but like, well, yeah, I guess technically it's a warning for one for like my second stream I did. My second ever stream I did got like a copyright warning. Is partially blocked, and that's because obviously, I think, and I know for sure. I shouldn't say I think. I just know for sure that it was that sci-fi show I watched, which I thought it was an independent movie, which I wouldn't be copyrighting an independent movie either, but it's um I didn't know it was a sci-fi, and I guessed I literally guessed that it was a sci-fi movie because of the the music and stuff. Like, this sounds like this looks and sounds like a sci-fi movie, but it didn't say that in the beginning, right? And so I played it and reacted to it, and sure enough, it got blocked in some countries. And a copyright thing on it. It was not a strike; it's just a warning. So yeah, that was crazy. And another one that I clicked on and the music played for like a split second. That motherfucking shit copy hit too. So it's like, oh my god, it's like you don't know what to. I know like reaction is like the easiest thing to do, right? No one wants to steal someone else's property. No one wants to steal someone else's content. That's not what we hear, or that's not what we're doing. And I actually watched. I never watched these people before. Or I should say, I know of them, but I've never sat down and watched any of their shows. And I saw where it says H3 is suing. What is that? H3. There's actually, I put in H3 suing, and there's like a thing for reaction. Like, people has been reacting to this suing thing. Oh my god, there's a long list of people reacting to this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. But back to reaction. So it's like it is like the easiest form of entertainment and what people fall to, because you don't have to pay to make content when you do that, right? You're not actually going out. You're not getting people together and doing a podcast or doing a podcast, or you're not renting a place to film. You're not doing like location scouting and all that. You just watching videos and you're reacting to it. Now, I don't mind. I have nothing against reaction, right? Because I mean, fuck, I do it. I'm saying I did it on YouTube when I had another channel on YouTube, and I did it for a couple of times when I was doing K-pop. I was listening to reacting to K-pop videos. They actually like for you to. They actually want people to react to their K-pop premieres, which made them become very very popular. Um, I mean, hell, that's how BTS got really really popular as well, because everybody started reacting to it, and it caught on like wildfire. But anyway, but there's a difference. And what H3, I think that's what I think is the point. Yeah, H3 is suing. So yeah, so what H3 was proving is that reacting is not bad. It's not all bad. He doesn't mind people reacting to his stuff. Just like Moist Critical or Penguin or Charlie said, he doesn't mind anyone reacting to his stuff. But there's a fine line, right? There's a limit, and there's just an ethical way to do it, moral way to do it, and I believe that that's right. because we are taking someone else's hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, these people are putting these videos together, right? The video that he put together is not something that he's reacting to. He actually put it together. He actually acted in it, and he actually came up with the talking points and the 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 reels and the research he put into the video. So we are actually taking that content and we're reacting to it. So it is his content. He made that. So in order for us to react to it morally, ethically, and just, you know, being, I don't know, like being, just doing something, just doing it right, is you have to make it, you have to make it your own. Meaning, if I'm reacting to something, just like yesterday or the other day, when I'm streaming and I watch the scary stuff, I pause it. I try to pause it often, and I try to add something to it, right? Because it is someone else's content that I'm watching, somebody else's hard work. They're not getting views on what I'm watching or reacting to. So if someone's watching me watching someone else, the person I'm watching is not getting any views from what I'm doing, right? So it makes sense that he's bringing this up and he's doing. I know that somebody's gonna say that he's being petty right now. I don't know the story of these people. I've never seen them before. I've know of H3. I've seen Hassan and I've seen Asman Gold in HQC, right? The rest of these people, I don't know who they are. This is my very first time hearing of them. And it makes sense what he was saying. It was the malicious intent on stealing his content and making sure that he did not receive any views for his video. That's wrong. That is absolutely wrong. I know that I didn't want to come on. This is one thing I did not want to do commentary. I refuse to be a fucking commentary channel. Like, but I just wanted to bring this actually has something to do, not the lawsuit, but his points actually has something to do with a lot of us who are reacting to TV, to shows and stuff like that. And he also made a point of like I made that mistake with the thinking it was an indie movie, but it was a sci-fi movie. I actually reacted to that, and he made a point that people are going on Twitch and everywhere else and reacting to like Disney movies and Sony movies. Like, what the fuck? So Disney, the behemoth, the monster, the Goliath. You reacting to that, and you're not really reacting to it. You just sit there watching the whole show and the whole movie. That's pretty much ruining it for everybody, right? Because once Disney or Sony or Paramount or Columbia, TriStar, Lionsgate, Tyler Perry, once they fucking step into the fray, what the actual fuck? We are not going to have any more reactions ever. Ever. It would be an apocalypse for reaction. And I heard that on TikTok, May 20th, they started downsizing. They demonetized some people. They also forcefully, I think it's like forcefully, I guess, switched some people from individual accounts to business accounts. They also reduced the pay. But when you look at it and you hear what happens to some of these people, it's not for nothing. Most of the videos that they're reducing the pay on and switching all this stuff over to search is reaction, TikToks, stitching, right? So I went down that rabbit hole too. I'm like, okay. So that's why I keep like, oh my God, can I do this? Could I do that? Because I'm nervous about that because I don't want anyone to maliciously take my content and react to it, and I'm not getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I don't have enough followers or anything to get paid for anything. I don't have. I have 2 followers on YouTube, and I think one of them is a family member. The 8 people who are following me on Twitch are friends and family. I sent out a text message, hey, follow me on Twitch because I'm trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, only 8 people. They're just friends and family. And then apparently on Kick, I have bots following me. I guess I don't know. You know. So, but what if I do gain traction? You know what I'm saying? And then someone is taking my content and making it their own. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. It's ridiculous. So I completely understand what he is getting at. Yes, he did that for pettiness. However, his point was made and his point is very valid. And I think we should heed his warning because he might be setting the precedence here. Disney might step into the fray now because he did bring that up. So Disney going to see how the law is going to crack down on this reaction shit from people and see what the judge do with the copyright and suing, right? And they might say, "Oh my God," and okay, we didn't want to do this because I think they're kind of tiptoeing around it too because sometimes things don't get discovered unless you're watching a reaction channel, right? I found myself watching reaction channels to see what I actually want to watch. It's I know it's so weird. It's not like I want spoilers, but even for books, right? For book authors, they could do like a review of a book, react to a book trailer, like, oh, okay, then maybe I want to read that book too. Or a movie trailer, oh, that's cool. They have the same feeling I do, so I want to go see that movie. Or a commentary channel or a reaction channel watching a TV show and they're reacting to it, but they're reacting to it by stopping, of course, doing it right and making points and adding their own spill to it, adding their own, thing to it. And I'm like, oh, you know what? We both on the same level. We both, think the same thing. Let me go watch this movie. Let me go watch this show. But I know everyone is not like that. Everyone is not like that. But I'm like that. Like I would literally go. That's like reading the bad. It's like going to the reviews or something and only reading the negative reviews. I read only the negative reviews. And if I'm looking for an item and I see a negative review, I go straight to the negative review and I read through them and see like if the negative review is fixable. So if it's a negative review about, say, I don't know, I'm just throwing something out there. Okay, say like the keyboard, that I got from Amazon and says they have like a negative review, like, oh, the light is not, glowing the way it says it's supposed to glow, blah blah blah. But then again, I'm like, oh, it doesn't glow. So then I go and look up the keyboard and like, well, what's wrong with the keyboard? And I'm looking through the instructions like, that's because the person didn't know how to fucking use the goddamn keyboard. That's why they have a fucking negative review. So sometimes you gotta look at the negative reviews first in order to get the full picture of things. And that goes to reactions. So I look at some reaction shows to see what a show or a movie is gonna be about. And if that person has the same ideas and thoughts that I have, it's like, oh, okay, yeah. I think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And when I find reactions to like these scary compilations, I literally go in and I try to see like some of them have a TikTok label on them. Some scary compilations don't even have the description from the original owner, which is crazy. It's really crazy talk. So I would try to find like the original, try to backtrack and go and you follow the footprint. But back to what I was saying is I would feel devastated if I ever catch, you know, if I ever catch. Mm, I'm getting messages. I'm wondering if I'm ever, just caught with like somebody viewing my content. It's like, what do I do? You know, if it's malicious, like, are they making fun? That's that's fine, I guess. But if they just straight up stealing it, like straight up just watching it, not doing anything, not adding anything to it, then yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking problem with that too. And he made a point, and it's so crazy because now if I watch this, would I be would I be one of the people he's talking about? But I'm pretty sure I won't because um I have some talking points for them too. Like, cause I've seen his thing, but I want to react to the reactors and what they're saying and see if we have the same ideas. But I just don't know who to watch though. Miss Kiff, he's still on. He's still on YouTube. How did I know that? Why is my now my microphone is echoing? My microphone is always echoing. So yeah, let's see. This is crazy. So Ethan actually reacts to Denim response. Destiny. I think no one watches Destiny anymore. XQ XQC is actually watching. Oh my god. That's it. You know what? That's interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the hell he has to say. It's so funny because I watched a couple of his things. I watched a couple of his things and it was like, oh, what is he talking about? Like, does he have his own language? Like, what is happening? I could. When he was talking fast, it's like you don't understand what he's saying. He talks fast, and I know I talk fast too. It's like he talked really fast. So, my computer is thinking. You hear me gulping. Okay, so all right, any day now. That'll be great. No. Let's start all over. Close some of this stuff down. Let's see. Let's try it again. This is Pegasus. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Why is it down in the corner? Okay, this is weird. Why I have no volume?
Hold on.
Let me see.
Hi there. My name
Holy.
is time with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney.
I like that. Generational wealth for my attorney. I wonder if everyone caught that. Like, he's really making his lawyers rich. He must be suing these people for millions if he's making generational wealth for his lawyers. The percentage on this lawsuit is gonna be maddening. It's gonna be maddening. I'm telling you. Oh my god. This is crazy.
Let me tell you guys a story.
Yes, tell me the story.
No,
About a year and a half
that's
ago,
a Patek
it's a big
Philippe.
conversation called ReactGate.
React
ReactGate was a debate
Gate.
going on in the streaming community about what constituted
Okay, yeah, I heard about this. Like, this React debate has been going on for a while. But I've never watched like the debate. Pretty much, like I just hear about it. Like, oh, because I'm always on YouTube. I fucking love YouTube. Like, you cannot. You know, how people are always on TikTok. I am always on fucking YouTube because I'm always searching for something DIY. You know what I'm saying? I have to find something, how to fix something. Fucking YouTube.
fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large
Okay, chat.
What?
Guys.
Guys.
I don't want to. Hey, I don't want to be against Ethan on this, okay? I don't want to be rude, okay? But I gotta be honest with you. He was literally sitting beside the guy that was the most guilty of everything that he was going against me for, and said nothing. Okay.
What? He was sitting next to somebody.
Hassan was 10 times worse than I was across all standards.
Hassan, they talking about the guy with the chair. The guy who leaves the live stream running while he's away with the chair showing. At least have the be right back button. You know what I'm saying? I have the be right back. I actually used it. I actually use it. You know what I'm saying? Even if my system is fucking up, I use the be right back thing. Or I just black out my screen like, okay, yo, I'm trying to find something. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know.
And he just sat there and still aimed for me every time. Crazy.
Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream.
He did
They would
mention him,
rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original
Now,
video.
see,
Here's what Lamino
just started noticing that. Like what I was saying with the scary compilation. Like I'm noticing that they're all the same videos with the same names. The thumbnails a little different, but the names are the same. And it's just like number 20. They just numbered them or something like that. And I'm kind of, but hear me out though. I am kind of thinking that it might be the same people who run these channels. Because you know how you go on there on YouTube and they're always talking about, oh, I can help you make money with automation, faceless YouTube. I would not doubt if one person owned like 30 of those channels. And that's probably why I'm seeing all these same fucking videos of scary compilations. I mean, there are like 8 billion people in the world. I'm pretty sure we get more scary compilations on fucking YouTube, right? But so that's my thought process, is that there's one person who has like 30 channels and the next person have like 20 channels and the next person probably have 1,000 channels of the same thing. So it's like only a handful of these people have these compilations. That's why everything looks the same.
had to say about this phenomenon.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work, or they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. Something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos.
I'm not gonna say anything.
But to answer your
this is what I said before. I wish I could reach out to like true crime channels and ask, "Hey, can I react to your content?" And he just said that like it makes sense. It makes sense for some people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like you're gonna have 10 million plus one emails for people asking you to react to your content too. That's another fault. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you're not gonna get to every one of them and say, yeah, you can go ahead and react to it, but what's gonna happen to the ones who didn't get the permission? They did ask, right? So this is gonna be an ongoing debate. Everything in the world is very gray area with conflicting answers and with contradictory answers. If that makes sense.
Your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry.
Okay, champ. Yes, I said it last time, and I'll say it again. This particular thing falls under what I call react harder. And the problem that I have with react harder is that sometimes a long video doesn't need an interjection for lengthy times, the whole time, every time. It just doesn't. Especially when the video is, by the base of it, is educational. Guys, I can't go, oh, guy says it. Oh, so the gun the guy used is blue. Whoa, guys. Guys, the gun is blue. Wow, guys, hold on. The gun could have been also red and green, but it wasn't though. So across all this length of time, multiple colors it could have been, but then it wasn't because it chose the color blue, which is in the same spectrum as, like, dude, come on, bro. Like, sometimes not everything needs a reaction or an analysis, and you can just gonna watch the video. And it's why some reacts are more ethical in looks, but in the approach is the same thing by nature.
Because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people...
So I think I understand what XQC was saying. Like, just like when he was talking, like, when is a good spot to talk to stop the video, to let the video state its point, right? So I actually was listening to his point without interrupting because I wanted him to finish his point before I said anything. And I understand what he was saying. But on the other side of that is when you are reacting to a video, I think you already formed an opinion, right? If I pull up a video of a car that somebody's telling me that the car I bought was a piece of shit, right? I'm already forming an idea or what I want to say in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also listening. So I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna react to that video, right? But in some parts of the video, I want to listen and then say my piece on it, say my point on it, right? I think that's what XQC is saying. But then what on the other side of that is you already know what you're going to be reacting to. You should already have your points in your head. You should have some sort of background in it, not background, but like an idea of what it is. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's just it's a fine line. Everything's a fine line. But I think I understand both sides. Just like I waited for XQC to react to what he's saying, I waited for him to finish his point. Because maybe if I stopped it in the middle and said a point and then continued it, and then he said something else, I'm like, oh wait, so my point is invalid, or my point is moot right now. It doesn't make, my point didn't make sense because I didn't let him finish the point he was making. And sometimes to get a point across, everyone has a different time. Everyone's in a different time zone. Everybody's mental is in a different time zone. So my point I get across may take me 1 minute. It may take XQC 5 minutes to get his point across. So I'm gonna sit there for 5 minutes and see what he's saying, because my point that I wanted to make is not valid anymore because he finished making his point. If that makes sense. Okay. So everything's a gray area. This will always be a battle. This will always be a battle with the whole copyright thing. And I'm not gonna watch this whole thing because I've saw some of it from another from H3. So it's like I just wanted to see how XQC reacted, and I did see a reaction from Tectone. I think that's his name. So yeah.
People don't like injustice.
I should say I didn't watch the whole thing. It was just like some highlights of him reacting.
And we all see this and know it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright?
At least he admits he got owned. At least he admits that he got absolutely obliterated on that day, by the way. At least.
Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
Well, that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your prime...
that.
Then watch your prime
Do
content.
it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure.
Does he not? I would be so fucking embarrassed. Like, you could see his face, like, oh my god, why'd I ever do that? Like, oh my god. I would be so fucking embarrassed, bro. Like, what were you thinking? Like, is that cute? Is that cute? I don't know.
I mean, that's content, man. It's
Oh my gosh.
original content, at least. The ultimate.
Chat. Ironically though, that was played and replayed. And hold on. Now we're getting a video of him reacting to me. Me reacting now to the video reaction of all of that. That's chat.
But what XQC is not realizing is he's doing it the way XQ wants him to do it. He stopped the video. He's talking. He's actually chatting. He's yapping. And he took away the video, right? So the video is not even on his screen. So he's actually doing what H3 was talking about. He made this point. And I think that's what everyone else wants you to do. Just like, I'm not going to watch this whole video. So I'm going to skip through it. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to see this dude. Like, I tell you, I kid you not, this guy.
I've proven my point, though. I've proven my point to the T, though.
See how my point don't make sense anymore? But my point actually does make sense because H3 made his point. And his point is what HQC is doing right now. XQC is doing right now. He's pausing and he's talking and he's interjecting into the commentary. He's making the commentary and interjections with the video. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you to just sit there, leave, eat, drive, go take your sister to the mall and come back and the show's still going. You can't be doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to get their bag too. That's what the young kids saying, that they get that bag. You gotta get that money. And the original creator is not getting his money because you are driving, taking your sister to the mall instead of watching the video or reacting to it, making it your own.
It's original content at least.
The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm.
Yo! Look, another re-react.
Oh, why didn't I think of that first? I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing.
Yeah,
Despite my
but he's
criticism, he's not a malicious infringer.
see what H3 did. He made it. Not only did he change, what's his butt here? Not only did he change the video of how it looks, he put the noise in there. He put the music in there. He was talking through it and saying, "Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean," and all that stuff, right? So I think XQC is kind of missing H3. It's like they're talking about the same thing, but they're talking different, which is kind of weird. Unless I'm
But the ones
misunderstanding
I am
something.
suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk.
Cherry acts, okay. That's what you call it, cherry acts. Whenever Hassan gets up and just watches the content, or the chair watches the
to
content.
his mom.
In all due fairness to this point, chat, I make that shit. Okay, I theory crafted, guys. Mr. Chair has been crafted here with care, love, and vision. Okay, that is
What
crazy.
is he talking about?
Disappears for an extended
I'll
period
let
of
him
time
deliver that, though.
and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
No, they can't do that. Chat, that's my shit. Chat. No.
He said that's what they call it. He never
They're
said that was
gonna
his.
hijack my shit.
He said that's what they call it. He didn't say that's what he called it. He said that's what they call it. So he didn't. He technically didn't take XQC's shit. He just said that's what they call it.
They're gonna hijack my shit.
IDF had warned people to leave the area
gotta
around the
pee.
main airport in Sana. Then this.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That right there. If you were a news station, you would play a segment. So he could have, when he walked away, he could have said, "I'll be right back," and play a segment of like his old shit, of his old content, or content that he has permission to play. Right. That's all he had to do. You saw the dog in the background. So cute. Is that the Queen and President Obama? I'm sorry, former President Obama. I wish he was president again. Sorry. Look at the dog. He's so
And it
cute.
was in this setting.
Yeah, by the way, H3. This actually goes to you
What?
guys and the editor team. If you guys look at a website that has all the Twitch logs, whatever, if you type Mr. Chair, you can look at all the timestamps. You guys could have found. I'm sure you guys spent probably like 40 hours looking off at all these clips.
Excuse
Could
me.
have found this
You're
shit
not
in, like,
worried
fucking,
about
like,
if it's yours or
3
not.
minutes. You found the density of a Mr. Chair spam.
Oh my
Boom.
God.
Go back to it and get all the clips. 2 minutes. You're done with it.
That I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist?
Now you see how HQ, he's not live streaming. He actually made that video. He put all those things. He edited all that stuff together. He making his points. He came up with a script and all this shit. And he came up with a script for the other video he did. This is his content. He put in the hard work and the blood, sweat, and tears into this, right? He did the research and did everything that he's doing. So that's what he's saying. So if he sat here and did all that work and someone's reacting to it without even doing anything, but they're getting all the views instead of the original owner or the original content maker, then that's a fucking huge problem. So, but in this instance, yes, I know, I'm going to say it again. I know he was being petty with this one. I'm going to look into what happened between him and the guy with the chair. What's his name? Hassan. I do want to see research and see what happened to him. What happened and where that kind of fell apart at, because I thought they were getting along. But okay. So
They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching.
that's what he did. So what I'm gonna do is finish watching that when I'm not streaming, right? It's the only ethical thing to do. I wasn't gonna watch the whole thing on here. I just wanted to make my points. And that's how I made my point, by showing you the parts of making points. See, I went in knowing what I wanted to react to and how I wanted to react and what I wanted to say about it. Because I did look into some of the things that they're talking about. And I did find out who some of those people were. As I said, I didn't know who those ladies were. I heard of Hassan. I found out about Hassan this year because of he was on a show or something, I think. What is it? Was it a show or he was at a conference or something that he got kicked out of? Was it this year or some Democratic Party or something? I don't know what fuck happened. I don't even know if it was this year, but I know that people were talking about it. And I heard about H3 because of I heard of him through Trisha Paytas or something like that. That's her name. Because I was watching all that fucking drama unfold back in 2014 or something like that. 2014, 15, all that shit unfold, which I didn't know who they were either. These people have like millions of viewers on their channel, millions of followers on their, social media, and I am one of those people who just did not know who they were. And I'm always on YouTube. When I say always, I mean always. I mean, YouTube really know what the fuck they doing by the algorithm sending me shit that I only watch, right? But I like to watch a lot of stuff. I like to watch everything. I like to go down a rabbit hole with everything. I'll watch, commentary, politics, funny shit. Not the stupid funny. I cannot stand. I don't like prank videos. I fucking hate them. I stopped watching prank videos when they start harassing people. So the prank videos I used to not always watch, but just watch, were like, maybe it wasn't like prank. It was more like Daredevil shit, like Jackass or Ridiculousness. I used to watch that, not faithfully, but just watch it because it was funny, like bloopers. I guess you would call it. That's what it was. I like to watch bloopers. And of course, like indie films are on here. You got indie films. You got authors on here reading their books or talking about their books. Like, I love watching booktubers. I like being on BookTube. One of my favorite booktuber is a traditional author. Is a traditional published author, and I bought a couple of her books. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast. Bought a couple of her books from YouTube because I was watching her on YouTube. So I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and to get to the point I was making, there's a lot of people I just do not know. I found a young lady who was producing all these short films on YouTube, and she has like 4 million followers and subscribers. And I never heard of her until last year. It's crazy. It's crazy talk. It's really crazy. It's like there is so much shit to find and to go down the rabbit hole in. There's so much stuff, It's never ending. Content is never ending. And it's kind of like Hollywood is imploding. I think it is. You know what I'm saying? I think it is. And I kind of don't mind. No longer the gatekeepers, Hollywood. I wanted to be a part of Hollywood, and I am just like, thank God I was not, because all this shit has been coming out into the open in these past years. And it's like these motherfuckers are crazy. They are crazy. They're crazy and they're nasty. Like what the fuck? So no. Hollywood needs to get a little competition, and I think they are, because you could just produce your own shit now. You know what I'm saying? And people out there who know how to market themselves could be just as big as fucking Paramount and Columbia or Lionsgate and all them out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But back to I went off on a tangent again. Sorry, y'all. But yeah. So yeah, YouTube is vast, and it's very very vast, and it's like I'm still finding people who have all these followers, millions and millions of followers, and didn't even know them. Didn't even know it. It's crazy. So I am almost at the 3 hour mark. I was going to do it until 11 o'clock, but I think because the weekend is over for me. Gotta go to work in the morning. Working a regular job. Sometimes I wish I can do what these guys are doing. Talking to the computer, talking to their chatters, talking to their people, what I'm saying, talking to their followers, subscribers and stuff like that, viewers, and playing some games and just freaking writing, That'll be great. That'll be really great. I would love to do that. I would love to have the chance to do that. Those people are really blessed, They're really blessed, and there's so many talented people out there, and it is crazy. It's like you look at all these talented people, and it's like, where do I fit in? Like, where do I fit in? What do I do to even stand out in that crowd? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't beat somebody like Kai Cenat and his friend Speed, or the other guy. What's his name? Duke Dennis, or I mean, you can't beat those guys. You know what I'm saying? They are catering to a certain audience that is more likely to be using this site. I'm on the older side, so I will be catering to an audience who's not on this site, which makes it a little bit harder for me to get there. But I just want to be able to get there one day. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in those McMansions they're in. I just want to be in a nice place. I just want to be in a nice place where I can be at and where I can bring my mom with me. That's all I need. That's all I want. I want to be comfortable. I don't want to be like this mega rich person. Having a lot of money, having to be a mega rich, what is this? Having to be, to be, I'm not counting that out. I'm not saying like, oh, I don't want that, blah, blah, blah. If that happens, that happens. What I'm saying is I will be very happy and very grateful if I could just get comfortable enough to have me with my own house that could fit my mother with me. That's it. Because my mother is very very ill. She's very old, and she's very very ill, and I would love to have her with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want, and I'm doing this because I've always been interested in the entertainment industry. Although I went to college and got a degree in non entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And I worked in a field that has nothing to do with entertainment. So for 20 something years, I was in that field. But then I left to go to film school. I finally left and went to film school. I went to film school, but now I'm back in that field again. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm back in corporate again because it was familiar. It's something that I did for so long, and I was familiar with it, and it was comfortable. And but it's like now I'm just going to do both. Whereas when the one I really want to do help me be that comfortable and be familiar with, then I can leave that other thing and go to this new thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know why I'm saying all this shit out loud. I'm telling my business in public. This is crazy. I normally don't talk to people. I'm really like growing up in school, I was awkward. I would say the dumbest shit. I would try to make jokes. I would try to be friends with everybody. I was always trying to be liked. I was always trying to be cool and all that stuff. But when I went home, I felt so drained and felt like I really don't want to be there. I wanted to go to school every day just so I can get it over with. I went to school every day. I did enough of my work and homework and enough to pass the tests and everything so I could get the fuck out of there. I was just so tired and over school. And like I said, like the things I did in when I was in high school and stuff like that, and it's just I was just trying to be cool with everybody. Thought it was funny, and I wasn't funny. I was awkward. Like I said, I'm self-aware. I already knew that. And when I would go home, I would literally just flop on bed and wouldn't talk to anybody. I would talk to one friend. I had two best friends, but one best friend was the one that would come over, and I would go to her house. We would have sleepovers and stuff like that, and go to parties and stuff like that. But I had another friend who we would literally, when I get home, we would call each other around 7 o'clock, and we would watch TV shows together. Like we would just sit on the phone and just watch TV shows. This is before cell phones. Technically, they had cell phones back then, but no one had a cell phone back then, if that makes sense. Like only the rich people, like you had car phones and stuff like that, and you had like these big blocks of phones, but no one really had those yet. So we would landline. So I was on the landline, and this was also before we had the three-way call. We had three-way call, and the you had to pay for the service of someone calling you. Like when someone called you, your phone was busy, right? But you had to pay for the service for when someone called. It rings in your ear. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. God damn it. Well, anyway, so we would just sit on the phone, and we would just watch a show. We used to watch our show that we used to watch. We loved to watch together was X-Files. We absolutely fucking loved X-Files. Oh my fucking god, it was all about the X-Files, y'all. Mulder. Yes, indeed. Okay, so that's fucking scary. My phone picked up that. And started looking up X-Files. Google is scary, y'all. Oh my god. But yeah, and having said that, like I really don't like this. It's draining to talk to people. I like to sit back and observe. So this is why it took me so long to actually do this. I've always wanted to do this. You know what I'm saying? I did a magazine. I had an online bookstore. I wanted to, it's like I did all this stuff, right? But it never went anywhere because I wasn't a marketer. I wasn't a salesperson. I didn't like going out and doing all that stuff. Like I really didn't like going to meet people. I didn't like networking. It's just now I have to get know. It's and now I have to get to know someone. Like, oh my god, I gotta shake this person hand. I gotta talk to this person. I gotta tell them this, tell them that. Da, da. Oh my god, it it gave me anxiety and like it exhausted my brain. Like it exhausted me, you know. And I had to like just say to myself, okay, if I want this to happen, then I have to do something. So in having said that, like doing this is like more or less I'm not really uh talking to people in person. So maybe this is better. You know, maybe this is a little better than talking to my in person. Oh, if you haven't noticed, my t-shirt says it says social distancing professional. Like when 2020 happened, you did not have to tell me twice that I had to stay home. I did not mind it. I did not mind it. Yes, I lost a couple of people. I lost my father and I lost my grandmother before that. But in 2020, I did not mind staying at home. First of all, I had time to grieve to myself. Second of all, I didn't have to deal with anybody else. Like I was in my apartment by myself. I was going through my things. I was like thinking and I was just like getting myself together. And that's when I decided to go to film school. And I went to film school. So a lot of stuff happened in 2020. I lost two of my beloved family members. And I decided to go to film school and make that decision to do something else. Although I went back to corporate. But that's life though. Corporate is for gas money and the bills to pay, right? Because this right here is not going to pay anything at all. Because I'm not making anything. I'm just here. I'm enjoying myself right now. I would love to make something though. And it's not begging. I'm just saying. I'm just stating the fact. Which is the fact that I would love to make money doing this because it's something that I like doing, right? But yeah, that's a long story short, I guess. I killed an hour, right? So, I looked into it. I think the games like I want to play. I either need to get a PlayStation or just do the Xbox cloud streaming thing, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna think about that. So probably around this weekend, next week, this weekend coming, that I would try to do the gaming on the Xbox stream. I want to get this straight first, and then start on other things. So yeah, but I am going to go now because I need to get my a beauty sleep, which oh my god, you guys probably looking like, what the fuck is she talking about? Her hair all dry and shit. I know. I wash my hair. When I wash it, I just brush it out and I just don't put any moisturizer in. Sometimes I just don't. I'm just lazy. Point blank. 0. That's it. Nothing else. I'm lazy. When it comes to my hair, I'm just lazy. For a very long time, I didn't even do my own hair. I would go to the salon, get it washed, let them blow it out, and straighten it. And that's it. I've been natural for a very, very, very long time. Even still, I didn't start getting relaxers until I was like, I think my freshman year in high school. For a very long time, I know people out there know what I'm talking about. When you put grease and water on your head and just slick it back. That's all I did for a very long time until my freshman year in high school. I'm sorry, at the end of my 8th grade year, that's when it got a relaxer. And I regret the fuck out of that shit. My hair used to be so long and so thick and great. And then in 2006, I was like, you know what? My hair, like my scalp hurts because I have I'm tender headed, so it's like my scalp was hurting. All this shit was hurting. So like, man, I ain't fucking doing this shit no more. So I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go natural, and I did. And I would just go to get my hair washed and blow out and get it straight. And then in 2019, I know these dates because this is when I make decisions, and when I make decisions, I keep them when I make them. In 2019, I made the decision to just not straighten my hair. I would just wash it and just put like leave-in conditioner and moisturizer in my hair and just wore it natural. And people loved it. Like, oh, okay. Like we didn't know. It's like yes, 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 yes. So I started wearing my hair natural like that. And I just kept it like that. It just looked bad now because like I said, I've been washing it and not moisturizing it. I know I have to go back and doing it, but I just been lazy because I go to work, I come back here trying to figure this streaming shit out, trying to find talking points, try to find some good content and stuff like that. And moisturizing my hair is the last fucking thing on my mind. Just like no, I'm gonna get out of here, take my shower, and go right to bed and not even moisturize my hair because I'm telling you, I'm too fucking lazy to do that shit. But anyway, it was good talking to y'all out there, and I'm so happy that I got my microphone working because I was so pissed and freaking out that I would not have my microphone working. We can't be having that shit. We gotta have this motherfucking microphone working. All right. All right. Y'all know what it is. And you know how I do it. Audi 5000.